Renaissance means rebirth. If Giotto could spawn the Renaissance by making a number of nano changes, what nano changes can you make to spawn your own rebirth, to spawn your own Renaissance? I'd like for you right now to jot down on your page one nano change you can make within the next 24 hours when you get back from convention that will help improve your life or your work.
Vincent van Gogh and an associate leader, Georgia O'Keeffe and a corporate manager, Monet and a healthcare professional, strange bedfellows, Nancy Noonan thinks not.
People look at this and they often think that this is a married couple, probably because of the look of ecstasy on their faces. Now I have to tell you, I'm all for the institution of marriage. If you've got to be in an institution, it's a good one to be in. I've been married 32 years, so anyhow, in actuality, it wasn't a married couple. The woman is his sister Nan, and the man is his dentist. And I'm always just hoping, please make sure that wasn't an instrument that he used in his office. Well, Grant Wood was asked, where do you get your inspiration? Where do you get your ideas? And he thought about it and he said, you know, I get my inspiration by getting into a meditative state. And I leave my studio. I mosey on out to my barn and I milk my cows. And he said, you know, now that I think about it, about the only time I ever get a creative idea is when I'm milking my cows. Now you have to agree, folks, that's a wonderful example of utter inspiration. All right, don't have a cow. But hasn't this happened to you before where, you know, you're trying like crazy to get that idea, to come up with something, and it's in the ethers, you can feel it, but you can't get it? And then by golly, it comes to you later, it like zooms in from out of nowhere when you're riding your bike or taking a swim or working in your garden, maybe hitting some golf balls. Yeah.
Unleash untapped reserves of talent and creativity in your organization. Move from mediocrity to mastery and improve morale, productivity, and bottom line results.
Well, good news for us, because the same thing that Leonardo did is what we do every single day. The days that we consciously decide to paint our canvas in our most brilliant, vibrant colors, those are the days that we're going to have the most brilliant, vibrant days. The days that we are going to be more juiced up, the days that we are going to be more creative, more productive, and more fulfilled.
Nancy Noonan is an award-winning professional speaker, workshop leader, human potential expert, and author. Through her business, The Art of Mastery, Nancy combines her background in sales, marketing, and corporate development with years of college art history teaching as an awarded master teacher.
But the way that we can get more comfortable with taking risks is to reframe our attitude about failure. And I just love this idea in life, to reframe our attitude about failure, to not see failure as a negative, but to simply see failure as a way of gathering information. Okay? It's a part of the learning process. Some people think there's no such thing as failure. It's just a way to gather information and to tell us, okay, okie dokie, I see A does not work. That means try B, C, or D, or keep on going to X, Y, and Z. There's no negativity to it. It's not negative. It's simply a learning. Monet was fond of telling painters who came to him for advice, paint the most you can, paint the best you can, and do not be afraid to paint bad pictures.
Be open to inspiration. Spark creativity and innovation. Embrace change and take risks.
By using these strategies, these tools, by following these lessons, you will find that you are more creative and productive, more energized and less stressed, much more comfortable with change and risk, and ultimately more successful with your life and work. In the early 1900s, Pablo Picasso looked at the broken up blotches of paint in Impressionism and asked, what if? What if those blotches became geometric shapes? And voila! Out of what if, he invented Cubism, one of the most significant movements in the history of art. This same process is used in the workplace today. For example, Mark Dean, an IBM vice president, says that by continually asking what-if questions of his project teams, he stimulates their thinking in new directions, which results in new competitive products. Who is on your empowerment team? Think about that. Who is on your empowerment team right now?
As a published author, Nancy's books include Stepping Stones to Success, The Art of Writing About Art, and How to Be a Superachiever, 12 Strategies for Unleashing Your Success. She is also a contributing author to the Chicken Soup for the Soul series.
Let's peek in on a situation between a very famous Renaissance artist, Michelangelo Buonarroti, known as Michelangelo to us, and his very powerful boss, Pope Julius II. The Pope. How many of you have ever had a boss who thought he was the Pope? Me too. Didn't you hate it when you went to lunch and you wore the pointy hat?
Today, Nancy reveals the powerful connections between the success strategies of the master artists and successful people in the workplace. Her unique model of personal and professional mastery inspires excellence, empowering individuals and organizations to live and work at their highest and most fulfilling levels of performance.
Every single person has a creative side to his or her nature. Whether you think about it or believe it or know it or not, every single person has a creative side to his or her nature. And even better news, recent research suggests that everyone has roughly equal creative potential. Isn't that awesome? Everyone has roughly equal creative potential. So that puts all of us here, including those of you who did not raise your hand on that second question, whether you're creative, puts all of us here into the same big pool of creativity that maybe Steve Martin would call with all those wild and crazy artists. We all have creativity. The difference between us and artists is we often don't acknowledge our creativity. He used his own mastery to make an undeniable masterpiece out of a reject. That's when it hit me. If Michelangelo could make a masterpiece like this out of rubble, then so could I.
Using workplace research, along with her natural Irish humor and colorful storytelling, Nancy's mastery presentations offer a fascinating roadmap to moving beyond obstacles and challenges and into innate potential and results, proven strategies for vision and success.
How often do you put so much energy and maybe even anger into resisting, into focusing so long on those obstacles that you stay stuck and you don't allow your own creativity to flow and move you forward? Are you doing that in your life or your work right now? Don't do that. Decide to follow Michelangelo's lead and unleash your full potential so that you can create your own Sistine ceiling, whatever it might look like, large or small, so that you can continue to paint your own ceilings and honor and activate your own creativity to do that.
Based on over 20 years of studying mastery, Nancy's unique model of success has helped hundreds of audiences master great visions, unlock their hidden talents, and reach greater levels of performance and excellence.
Your life is your canvas. Paint it like a master, and then enjoy your own life of excellence and mastery.
For more information, please contact the person who provided this program.